just doing my job. Everything's alright. I'm just doing my job. Where do they go? Do they go downtown? Or out in the suburbs? Or do they just sit around? Kicking my guides against the wall. Didn't realize that I've grown so tall. Places that you thought you'd never go. Still I'd rather just stay home.
What is going on? Let's see. Swap these things around here and bam. Hello, hello, hello. We got Gabe Hart and 25 pairs in the chat. Gabe Hart with a slight upgrade now. Has the Thor, not emote. What is this thing called? Badge. That's what it is. I want to say icon. I'm like, that is not the right word. You got the Thor badge. Congratulations for, what is that, 5 months or something now? I can't remember. 6 months? Is that 6 months? I forget how it is. I forget what you, that might be 6 months now. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't remember. Time flies. Love the Thor badge. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Cool, cool, cool. Super light week this week. Super, super light week this week. So, actually, hold on. That's not even, doesn't even count. This is all we got. That is everything. Can't wait for Galactus. Yeah. That is it for this week. However, we do also have a new preview book to go over. So it's a light week for everybody. Like, there's just not a lot of books that came out. Now granted, you probably still got a good amount, but I mean, surprisingly enough though, I had, I think, 5 books to read. Feel like you missed turning in your preview list? Maybe. It did seem like there was a little period there for a while where you didn't give me one. So possibly. Is my shuffle not working? It can't be working. It just played 3 songs in a row. I finally made a new playlist, and I just picked a song that I wanted to hear, and it's just played that song, the next song, and then now the next song. All right. I unclicked shuffle and then re-clicked it. So we'll see. Was it you that answered my Pops message? Yes, it was me. Gotcha. Anyway, so I guess if you did I have the ones I asked? You had one of them. I can't remember what it was now. I don't know. Maybe Daredevil and Echo? I can't remember. Anyway, so we got a new Marvel preview here. So there's going to be a... Is this a one-shot? I don't know what this is. There's a new thing called Immortal Thor. It's got Ewing writing it. So we'll see how that goes. Pretty excited for this. We got Death of the Venomverse. Yeah, I had to have missed a preview list. And then there's another little Disney thing, but you know, that's just like the preview for the preview. So let's go ahead and get into it. This one I'm a little confused by. We have Uncanny Avengers, which is going to be a little, what is it, 5-part mini that's going to be going with the tie of the fall of X. Big X-Men event that's going to be going on. And I guess I don't know, maybe Jed McKay put his foot down. Is like, I'm not going to start my Avengers run by doing, tying into an X-Men event. I don't know. Or maybe they thought that was a bad idea and they had the foresight to not do that. I don't know. But anyway, so they're going to instead do a different Avengers. Oh my god, now it's playing. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me check my music. Now it's playing the first song I played. So let me click Okay. Okay. Shuffle was being super weird there for a second. Immortal Thor is Ewing's new hero ongoing. Oh, it's an ongoing? Is Thor ending? Because Grunbeck, or whatever his name is, he's been doing good. But anyway, so yeah, a little weird with the, and weird roster here with, so we got Deadpool and, who is that? Who is that? I don't know. Anyway, just weird little group here. Yeah, so then we have Immortal Thor. Thor's ending. Immortal's Ewing's new gimmick. That's a shame. I've been enjoying the Thor run. So yeah, but there's Immortal Thor. I hope it's good. Hopefully he actually writes this and doesn't just pawn it off on what's his name, Ron V. Then we have something I think super interesting. Kind of how Kate's made everything black. Yeah. I mean, those two things. I don't know if I'd say that's everything. But anyway, Death of Venomverse. So right now we have Extreme Venomverse, which is, I think that's Ewing. And I just don't really care. Now, granted, issue 5 is going to have Venomized Jeff the Land Shark. Not the first time it's happened. But I'll probably pick up that issue. Which, I don't know. It'd just be cute. But anyway, but this one is Colin Bunn, which is a big horror guy. He did the whole King in Black events multiple times. I mean, yeah, but that's still like, that was just King in Black. I'm not gonna, I don't know. I think it's a bit of a stretch to say Kate's made everything black. There's no black in, well, I guess he was leading up to a black Infinity Stone. Bunn sounds good. Yes, I'm excited for this. Anyway, so Death of the Venomverse could be super cool. From what it says, like basically Carnage wants to go around all the multiverses and kill Venoms. What's super strange about this preview is it goes ahead and shows, so that was 1, then we got 2 and 3, and 4 and 5. So it has everything already in here. Just kind of strange. Good to see Null back. You know, granted, I guess this is a multiversal Black Winter. Yeah, okay. Now this one's super cool, showing off some interior art at the top, and then a big cool Delato. This is going to be for the 5-piece connecting cover. So it's pretty freaking sweet, and I'll probably end up picking that one up. I think that's pretty rad. And I'm hoping this is good. I loved Kate's Venom run. I tried to get into, really was Rom V's Venom run. It felt like Ewing wrote like 2 issues that I enjoyed, and then I didn't care for the Rom V stuff, and I had to drop it. I love doing a slight proving you wrong, or at least when I make you think, you're just making me fight. But anyway, so I love Kate's Venom run. King of Black was awesome, and then it just really felt, I don't know, I didn't care for, it was just boring and not what I expected. You know, like you build up to something, okay, you end in King of Black, Venom is now a god, a symbiote god. Wow, what kind of cool things is he gonna do? Die by a helicopter? Really? Shot some missiles at him and that's it? Now I know, I think he's like alive in some future sense or some crap. I don't know. I don't care. But it's like, what a just boring use of God Venom. You know what I mean? Fighting is fine. Friends tussle. Anyway, so I'm hoping I can like Venom again. Is my point. And then let's see. Oh yeah, it's time for all the annuals to pop out. So we got a Spider-Man annual, an Iron Man annual. Who's writing this? Jason Liu. Not familiar with them. Got a Fantastic Four and a Moon Knight annual. Yeah. What's up, Xbox? Killed by the chopper. Yeah, like it was just so lame. Wow, Venom's stronger than he's ever been before. What should he do next? Get shot by a helicopter and die. Let's see. Not familiar with that guy. McKay is writing the Moon Knight annual, which to some might be like, well, of course, but other people might be like, well, not other people, but like, oftentimes they'll just like randomly give an annual to somebody else, and it's kind of frustrating. And we have Ultimate Invasion here. I get a lot of my pulls, but it's a long-term game I'm playing to eventually read everything. I'd love to have a good GE on run. We need GE on run. I don't know what that. Am I missing something? We need one soon. The last one was good enough for me to read. GE on run. What does that mean? Anyway, Ultimate Invasion. I don't know if I'll get into who's writing that. Hickman is writing that. I don't know. Venom. Okay, well, I don't know how I was supposed to get that. So we got a Marvel 1000, Marvel Age 1000. My bad. I was about to say, it's like, hasn't there been a Marvel Comics 1000 already? This is Marvel Age 1000, apparently. There's a cool Greg Land cover right there on the far left. Sorry I didn't catch it, yeah. It's all good. And then, there's a billion X-Men things going on. So here's Dark X-Men. So there's going to be a big X-Men 1000 of what? Marvel Age, apparently? I don't know. I don't believe that. Anyway. And then we have Astonishing Iceman and Children of the Vault. Just prepare for like a trillion X-Men things here. I feel like there's not enough people that read X-Men to warrant all this going on. Then we have Alpha Flight, and we also have Jean Grey. Again, all this is Fall of X stuff. So if you are really trying to follow the X-Men, here's 17 new titles to add to your thing. And then we have Realm of X. I think they did do Marvel 1000. I think it had a Timely Human Torch cover, but it could have been a 70th anniversary cover. Yeah, because I know there's a Marvel 1000 because there's a... What is it? Is an Emma cover, I think, is really sweet. Maybe an Emma art germ or something like that. That I was one of those. Is like one of these days I want to get eventually. This one's kind of weird. So then, regular X-Men, but then we also have this Iron Man run is going to be, which is a really cool cover, by the way. What do they call him? Black King of the Hellfire Club. Sweet cover, but anyway, so apparently Iron Man is going to be tying into X-Men, which is kind of a bummer because I've really been enjoying Iron Man. I'm probably going to read it and feel like I don't have a lot know what's going on. I know they did Amazing Fantasy 1000. Maybe that was it. That could have been it. Maybe. That's why I hate that one run of Deadpool. It has a 800 and 900 in the same run. It's only like 30 issues long. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like sometimes they just lie about the numbers. Sometimes they're just like, here's a number. Because like they did that with like Elektra. That might have been like probably almost 2 years ago now. But out of nowhere, they were like, Elektra 100 or something. And I'm like, there's 100 issues of Elektra? Really? And it wasn't like there was a run going on or anything. It was just out of the blue. This one's kind of strange. So, it just says classified. And down the bottom there, it says like, the title and everything will be revealed. But what's interesting about that is, like, as far as like ordering goes, like, so what if your comic shop doesn't order a lot of this? Well, I don't know. I need to see. I haven't seen what it looks like on the order form yet. I don't know if the actual title is there, or if it just says classified and we order some random book, but then, like, nobody's gonna have it on their pull list except for maybe some crazy people. It's like, I gotta have whatever this thing is, you know. Just some gimmicky numbers. Keep runs going with different writers. Yeah, like Elektra had 100 issues, and it was compelling issue she was in her Mini Knights run. That I was okay with. They were going off legacy number, and legacy makes sense to me. Yeah, I kind of wish. I wish if you're gonna do a run of Spider-Man, you know, just keep it legacy numbered. If you have your own story that you want to tell, and it's gonna be its own little thing, and, you know, maybe you don't want to write on it forever, you know, maybe not the larger story of Spider-Man, then you need to come up with a new title for it. Call it Spider-Man Webs of Tomorrow. I don't know. There's this terrible title just came off the top of my head. But just something. You know what I mean? A new title. Come up with a title. It's okay. If you can write, you can come up with a title. Think about it. What is your story about? Okay? Come up with a title. That's my opinion on it. For example, like Daredevil, you know, fairly not too long ago, just started over again despite still keeping the same writer and everything. The only difference is, well, not even that, like, well, it was like a new arc for the story, but, like, I don't know. If you wanted to get that gimmicky number in, you have two Daredevils now. You could have very easily called it Daredevils, but just added an S to it, and it would have been, you know, obviously Daredevils isn't going to run forever. I'm sure, eventually go back to Daredevil. But, like, it would have been different, and it would have been easily identifiable, other than, hey, remember, you know, talking about like 10 years from now, remember Daredevil Volume 7 or whatever? No, nobody is like, knows what that is. You might say the Zdarsky run and be like, okay, yeah. Actually, now you can be like, which Zdarsky run? And that makes it even more confusing. Let's see, let me get it. Like all those Spider Shadows, or the one where he kept the black suit. I get those being a series of its own. If it's in the main title, I'm getting volumes out. It's making how to collect a Nightmare to Kill. Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's supposed to just be the continuation of the story, just let it keep going. Let it get out to whatever big number it wants to get. And, like, because you know what? I don't think the only way to get new people on is with number ones. Because, for example, I hopped on to Batman at 125. I didn't read 1 through 124. You know? Like, I hopped on because new writer Zdarsky took over. They issued it as a stepping on point. And so I stepped on, and I enjoyed it. I think it's very easy to do that way. Even if it's not a new writer or whatever. If you want to, you know, label a story as a stepping on point for people, if people are really interested, they'll hop on. Now, granted, I think something interesting needs to be happening for someone to really be like, okay, now's my time to hop into this thing. And for me, it was Zdarsky, you know what I mean? Anyway, moving on. I got things to go through. Ooh. So there's a Ghost Rider Wolverine, or Ghost Rider Wolverine series with the absolute worst cover possibly going to be of the year. This Frank Miller cover here. Absolutely atrocious. Astonishing that he got paid to do that. It's crazy. Does this make sense that the writer is picking up where it left off? Look at Batman or Action Comics. DC keeps it going from a completionist standpoint. It's not fun. He has I won't finish. Good God. Yeah, I know. It's terrible. It's so bad. It's so atrociously bad. I'm going to show it to you one more time just to scar your retinas. But yeah, it's really, really bad. Also, a little fun update, little random thing. I started playing Marvel Snap. I'm pretty addicted. Moving on. Why that cover? I don't know. It's astounding. It's been making waves across social media and stuff. People being like, "What in the world is this thing?" So moving on. So I guess, dang, even. Oh no, that's okay. I thought for a second Ghost Rider was gonna be tying into Fall of X. Miller should be ashamed. Got paid for it, I guess. I guess he's fun. Who's writing this? Benjamin Percy. Oh yeah, Benjamin Percy is writing both Ghost Rider and Wolverine, so it makes sense for him to do a crossover with the two of them. Marvel needs to be more selective. I completely agree. I don't understand. Oh, it's got Jeff Shaw doing the art. Oh, that's pretty sweet. This is a series or a one shot? I don't. It doesn't say one shot. Usually it says one shot. So I don't know if it, but it also. Oh wait, God damn, I'm stupid. This says 1 of 4 up there. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about that. Benjamin Percy's been doing awesome. I have been reading Wolverine, but I have been reading Ghost Rider, and Ghost Rider's been sweet. So I mean, this is a. And Wolverine did cross over already into Ghost Rider. I know that much. And so yeah, I'm excited. God, it is just playing one band. It is literally just playing one band. What in the world is going on here? This is so strange. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what's up with my Spotify right now. That Miller cover is gross. He drew a thing cover, same pose and face. People are defending it, calling it a style change. But could you imagine if Ross made that cover or Artgerm? Yeah, no, it's astoundingly terrible. Anyway, more. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, more Ghost Rider and Wolverine stuff. Now, granted, these are their own issues. However, like I said, it does look like Wolverine's going to be tying into the Fall of X. But you got a Ghost Rider Wolverine here. That's kind of cool. That's a phone-in cover? I don't know. I think he's just really bad. I don't think he's ever been good. But I think he's gotten worse. Thinking because he makes bank doing CGC signings, he didn't put effort, which is probably true. I don't know. Nostalgia has a weird thing on people. And 90s nostalgia is super real right now. It baffles me that people like Miller and Liefeld like still get paid to do covers, because they're pretty awful. They're pretty terrible at what they do. Miller being worse than Liefeld, which is not a high step up, but it is the truth. And I'm not a huge McFarlane fan. I think he has some cool covers, some iconic covers, but I don't think he's that great. Like, he's just kind of a fine artist, you know, that just happened to make some really good covers. Because it's not like every cover he does is phenomenal. I don't really care for his Spider-Man stuff, honestly. I think it's just nostalgia. And that makes people go crazy. Because it could look... Here's the thing. If this Wolverine cover was from your childhood, there'd be so many people that'd be like, oh, I've always loved this cover. It's so cool. It's just the classic Wolverine to me. And I promise you. And that's the thing. That's the weird grip that nostalgia has on people. And it's one thing... I talk about nostalgia all the time on the channel. But it's one thing to be like, look, I can recognize this isn't that good. but I like it because it reminds me of being a young kid. Okay, that's a fair answer. But to be like, that thing right there, that's the greatest thing that ever will exist because I saw it when I was 7. You know, like that's not a reason. Why would someone that famous for Daredevil do a Wolvie cover and a writer above that? His early work is good, but I've never liked his Dark Knight stuff or Sin City or new stuff he's putting out. His new stuff is atrocious. Absolutely. And like that Wolverine tops it. Anyway, let's keep moving. We got a lot of stuff to do. So Magneto's getting a series. I don't say it's bad art, but it's ugly art. Are we still talking about who are we talking about? I mentioned a lot of names. The Miller art is bad. It's really bad. It's not good in any way. We have Captain America finale. That's going to be finishing up Symbol of Truth, Sentinel of Liberty, and Cold War. And then we have a new Ironheart series, which I'll definitely be checking out. Who's writing this? Somebody I don't know. Anyway, we have some interesting facsimiles coming out. Also, I think you sent me this image earlier. Got to get that preview. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, new Ironheart. That Wolverine cover's bad. You don't have to say it's not bad. It is bad. Anyway, so Unleashed here with a bunch of pets and pet Avenger type things, but then also some cool facsimiles coming out. We got Giant Size X-Men, Spider-Man 300. They're talking about McFarlane there. Want those puppers, and then we have a Werewolf by Night 33. So the second appearance of Moon Knight, which is definitely the least iconic of the three there. But funnily enough, somebody was wanting to read a 300. They were in the shop and saw we have a 300 at the shop, and they're like, "Man, I just want to read that book." And I was kind of thinking to myself, I was like, yeah, "It's about time they reprint that book." Some more issues of Spider-Man. I spent too much time on all of it. I need to get to my books. More Spider-Man. Oh, that's Spider-Man Annual. Then we have Captain Marvel Dark Tempest, which is not Kelly Thompson, who's been writing Captain Marvel for a long time now. I feel like that Unleashed series is going to be like the It's Jeff series. I'm going to need all the covers. Is it a series? Yeah, so it is. This is a. Why does this one get a series and It's Jeff doesn't? Yeah, I'll probably check this one out. Be better if Jeff the Landshark was in there, but you know, whatever. So we got some Blade, we got some more Storm, we got some X-Men Days of Future Past Doomsday. Like Eastman has a Vader cover, and it's fantastic for black, white, and red. I think it's Vader on Hoth with a red saber blade. I'll have to see that because I typically hate Eastman stuff. It's typically really, really bad. It's Jeff should have been a series. There's a chance there will be more. I think the fact that it went to a second printing is a good hope. And I think there is more that Kelly Thompson and Gurahiro have done for the Marvel Unlimited. So hopefully there will be more. We got some What If Dark, which is a terrible title. But we got What If Dark Venom and What If Dark Moon Knight. Absolutely atrocious titles, but I will at least check out the Moon Knight. Then we have Moon Knight City of the Dead. It's going to be a little mini-series. David Prepose. He wrote something I read today. And then regular Moon Knight. So lots of Moon Knight. Looks blocky like his turtles, but it looks okay on Vader in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some people can draw certain things and they'll look better in that style. But yeah, I do not care for Eastman. And again, like so many people, oh, but he invented the turtles. Doesn't mean I want him to remark a book. His remarks are terrible. Let's see what we got. Some more Spider-Boy going on. People freaking out about Spider-Boy, maybe, I don't know. Then we have some 2099. Oh, Symbiote Spider-Man 2099. That's pretty cool. There's a cool Greg Land cover in there too. You see that one? The A cover there's sweet too, I want that What is Dark. They sound cool. I'll definitely have that on my list. Yeah, the What If Dark. Yeah, like it's a cool idea. I just wish it had a better title. Title's terrible. Let's see what else we got here. We got some Red Goblin. We got some Cult of Carnage, Misery. Again, another pretty terrible title. We got regular Venom. Let's see. Spider-Man India. Oh, that's a new one. A pretty fun cover though too. What's this? Is number 3 though, so I guess that's probably starting up pretty soon. Silk, which was a pretty fun start. Miles Morales. We got Hulk, starting up here pretty soon. Loki starting pretty soon. Has a Mirka Andolfo cover, which she does not usually do Marvel covers. So if you like her and you like Marvel, here's a chance to get one. I have a feeling the What If Dark is going to be a lot like Darkhold Iron Man stuff. Yeah, maybe. But that had a better title. Super fun Groot cover here. I like that one a lot. We got Warlock Rebirth. We got Guardians of the Galaxy, which has been a pretty interesting story so far if you haven't read it. 2 issues in, and it's pretty interesting. We got Black Panther. We got Avengers, which I'm super excited for. First issue, not too much happened yet. I'm really excited to see where Jed McKay takes it. Some more Scarlet Witch, some Fantastic Four. This book really wants to just close on me. Let's see, I read that. Gotta read Guardians. It's pretty cool. It's got some cool things going on. Some Danny Ketch Ghost Rider, Daredevil and Echo, regular Daredevil, which apparently is wrapping up. This is the finale for Zdarsky, which again, super weird. Why does Zdarsky go for it was like 50 something issues, restart at number 1 to do 14 more issues? Just let it be 60 whatever or 70 whatever. Anyway, Deadpool. Speaking of Liefeld, here's a Liefeld that's not too bad. Now, granted, there's no feet or proportions or limbs of any kind in this cover, so all of his weaknesses are not found. But we got some Doctor Strange, which has been super awesome. A Strange Academy, which I still need to read. Battered Blood looks good. Again, I'm not going to read it pretty much out of spite. I'm still mad that Kelly Thompson's run just went nowhere. It just ended, and they haven't came up on none of it. Some cool stuff for Star Wars people coming up here. Let's see. So there is a Terry Dodson Grogu there, which that's fun. But oh yeah, so there's Dark Droids. Now this one's gonna be a sweet one. That R2 cover is a foil. I kind of wish this. There we go. Kind of wish that C-3PO right. Where's my finger? Right there. I wish that was a foil. I think that would look great as a foil. But yeah, the R2 is a foil, which is going to be super, super sweet. And I think is this a one shot? Again, doesn't say one shot, but also is just the number 1. So I don't know. We'll see. And then this one does say one shot. Max Rebo's getting a one shot. Here's where they start. So this is for just regular Star Wars. Is that what it is? Yeah. But they're going to be doing 15th anniversary Clone Wars covers. So that's a super sick Obi-Wan cover there. That one's really, really rad. And then we have an Anakin right here on, is that Vader? Yeah, Vader. Awesome cover. Do previews show ratios? Like if I ask for a cover in there, is it going to be more than cover price, I guess? In here, it can be ratios. Marvel doesn't say what will be ratios. DC is better about it, but preview books are never final word. They do change things sometimes. So anyway, another Clone Wars here. We have Ventress, which looks sick. Going to be on Afra. And then we have Aura Singh on Bounty Hunters. So I'm super pumped for those. And then that's it. That's it. That's trades after that. Okay, let's get into the books because it's already been long enough. It's been half an hour, and I haven't even shown you any of my books yet. Well, technically I showed all of them to you, but I haven't shown you what they are. So starting off here, we have Daredevil and Echo, #1. And this ended up being a pretty interesting book. I picked it up, not knowing. It has nothing to do with, well, I guess in a way it kind of does follow the Zdarsky stuff. But it's like, I guess, a moment in time. It's like, hey, let's go break away and do this little other story. What's going on, Cole? Because I know Pops doesn't pull ratios. I mean, you can ask for it, and if the day comes and then it ends up being a ratio variant, we'll let you know. But yeah, I mean, that's the best you can do with some of these. But anyway, yeah. So, like I said, it does follow the Zdarsky run to a degree, but it feels like, okay, let's go do this other little story with Echo, and pretty cool. It has like a cool, like I think 200 years or 100 years. I think it was 200 years in the past, like flashbacks between like their ancestors and them, and this cool kind of story that's developing between all that. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. And then we have Thor issue 34. And I'm still really digging Thor. I thought this was an awesome issue. I think this is a variant. Yeah, this is the C cover. But, which is a pretty freaking sweet one. I just DM'd you on IG. Let's see what's up with that. The video? You sending me a video on Saturday? Is that what you're asking? That's fine. I just need it by Sunday. It's kind of, I want to start editing and putting the stuff together by Sunday, maybe Monday night, something like that. It'd be nice if I can finish Monday, but I know I'm going to have a crazy day Monday, so I might not even do that. So I mean, I'd like to get it done. I'd like to get them all together so I can start editing and stuff like that, if that's what you're asking. But anyway, Thor, super awesome. I'm digging it. Got a cool backstory for a character, but that's as much as I can say. Coolio, my wife is going to Little Mermaid, so I should be able to while my son naps. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. Then I also picked up a new one, Fury. This is a one-shot. I thought this was maybe a new series, but it's just a one-shot. And I will say it's kind of meh. So this is his 60th anniversary, and it involves both this Nick Fury and the original Nick Fury, and it's more going back and forth between time and trying to figure out this new version of an enemy that the old Nick Fury fought, and stuff that's going on. And so, and it didn't really feel like, because I don't really care for, like, I didn't read the old Nick Fury comics and Shield comics and stuff like that, but it felt like if you did, you would have really appreciated it. It felt like it was made for a reader like that rather than me. Damn, meh, I added it. Yeah, and not that it was terrible. Like, it was kind of there's some cool things that happened, and I like the ending of it quite a bit, actually. But I feel like there was a lot of fluff in the middle. Now, granted, I always wonder with books like this because I will say they did it in a kind of interesting way, but it still nonetheless was fluff in the middle where they're like, let's make this a $5.99 book. And I wonder how much of it is like we had a big story to do versus how much of it is like we need to fill this page count. So that's kind of my take on it. It was alright. Like I said, the ending is actually pretty cool. But it's a trek to get there. Heading to bed, take it easy, man. We'll see you around. So I also picked up Extreme Venomverse 2. I think I also picked up the #1. I haven't read it, but a cool Ryan Stegman cover. I think I maybe picked up a Momoko cover last time. There wasn't a Momoko on this one. There was a Stegman on the first one, too. I can't remember if I picked up the Stegman, though. I do like me some Stegman. Anyway, for some more cover buys here, We got Storm #1. I didn't read this one because I just don't care about X-Men stuff really. Like I said, it's just too much going on, and about to be even more stuff going on. But I have to pick up art germ covers, especially when they're a banger like this one. Super sweet art germ cover. And then let's see, Nightcall. Having you see that dilemma, like oh shit, we need another 10 pages of bullshit. That's what, like I said, if you do end up reading that one, it is kind of neat how they do it. It's a nice concept. And again, I will say, I think someone that's been reading comics way longer than I have might enjoy it more than me. Or at least someone that enjoys like old Nick Fury comics. Peach had a Black Cat variant for this issue this week, yeah. But I was saying, I think I picked it. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look through my books, which are everywhere. But bagged and boarded right now. I think I picked up the Momoko for the first issue, but maybe not the Stegman. I can't remember. I'll probably read that one since it's a one-shot, yeah. Anyway, I picked up Iron Man #1, the facsimile. You know, I got the real deal, but I'm actually probably going to put this one in the short box of goodies. I also picked up a bunch of other comics that are going to go in the short box of goodies, but you don't get to see what those are. It's going to be a mystery. You get to see, I'll preview some of the short box of goodies stuff that I put in there, and I already did quite a bit. But, you know, sometimes I'm just going to throw books in there. Now, if they're new books, I might tell you. There's actually been some, I don't know. If I feel like telling you, I'll tell you. Anyway, so then that's it for the Marvel. On to the Star Wars now. So we have Darth Vader, Black, White, and Red, #2. That's the A cover, which is pretty freaking sweet. And can't wait to get that facsimile. So this is 3 stories. I had to think. Was it 3 or 4? 3 stories in here. First one's Jason Aaron. Second one is it Pipos? And the third one is Ying. Now the Jason Aaron one follows from the first, you know, these are anthology little things. First Darth Vader, Black, White, and Red. There's a Jason Aaron part 1, and there's part 2 in here. And I will say, I didn't care for the part 1 a ton. Like, it was okay, but I was like, eh. Now the part 2 is where, like, is the cool setup in part 1 for the cool things, or no, I said it weird. The setup in part 1 for the cool things to happen in part 2. And it was pretty freaking sweet. And then the second story in here by Pipos, probably saying that name wrong, but was super awesome. Really enjoyed that one. Thought it was a pretty awesome little short story. And the third story I thought sucked hard. I thought it was awful. I think there's a cool concept in what they wanted to do, and I like, as soon as I started reading, I kind of early on picked up, I'm like, I know exactly where this is going, and I'm like, I like the idea, and it felt so under executed. I was pretty disappointed. I look over to the chat and just a bunch of deleted Gapehart messages. How do you have 2 deleted messages? What are you doing over there? Anyway, also picked up the B variant, which again, super sweet. I want to read that Iron Man run, and the more reprints they make of that series, the less guilty I have. The less guilty I feel opening it and read it. Yeah. I definitely would not. I fixed it and made it one message. I definitely would not read an actual Iron Man #1. It's one of those things that's like, especially a book like that, even a decent copy of it's pretty expensive. And then when you go into like the lower grade copies of it, it's like, well, this is still kind of expensive. And now I'm just scared that it's going to fall apart in my hands. So that's still not really a reader copy. So, yeah, I don't know. Facsimile is the way to go. Anyway, I also picked up this one. If anybody wants to read this one, I do recommend just skipping that third story. If you want to save you some time. I thought first story was good, second story was really good, and third story Really bad. Just really bad. Moving on, we have Star Wars High Republic number 10. Didn't read this one. I'm way behind on High Republic. Way behind. Yeah, don't open that. It's too pricey. That's why I sold my ASM 361. It got of that comfort zone to crack open to read it. So now moving on to the DC stuff. Not a ton, but we do have Unstoppable Doom Patrol number 3, which was a pretty freaking sweet issue. Awesome variant here, foil variant with Robot Man. That again looks way better in person. Let's see if I put it all the way over here. Nah. It looks like it's really hard to see, but like you know how foils are. You gotta get in the right light and the cameras and their lights and everything. Didn't quite work out as good as it really looks in person. But sweet cover, pretty interesting series. I think this is a mini, which I'm pretty bummed about. Like I'm really digging it, and I'm gonna be upset when it's over. I'm gonna wish there was more. But yeah, I do recommend that series. It's pretty cool. And then also had to pick up Harley Quinn number 30, the Frizzed variant, because it's Frizzin'. And not only is it Frizzin', it's a pretty dang good Frizzin'. So, really, really fun, unique cover here. And I'm a slut for Frizzin', so I'll take them. And then only one indie book this week. Just got one more here. And we have Vanish number 7. Just picked up the A cover, the Stegman variant. Not variant, Stegman cover. And Vanish continues to be pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, Logan, not you Logan, but other Logan gets all Harley Quinn cover. That Logan, I don't know if you know how bad it is. I'm sure we've told you before. But if, for example, like this cover here has a little Ivy face here. If he was a freak for Ivy in the way that he is for Harley, change it around, change the character around, he would see this and be like, I have to get this cover because Harley's on it. Literally, it's been a small black silhouette of Harley before in the background, and he's like, I gotta get it. Like, there's no question, there's no debate. It's just 100% fact. It has to happen. It just keeps playing, this band. I added like 8 songs from them. It's not a big playlist, but okay, at least it hasn't played this song. I don't know what is up with my Spotify right now. Granted, like I said, no, it's not a big playlist. I actually haven't added your band to the playlist somehow. I added everybody else just like 10 minutes before stream started. And then apparently I never added your band from before. So I got to go back and do that, Logan. I noticed that when I was flipping around through it a second ago. Anyway, that's all we got for this week. Shorter week. Could have been a super fast stream if I didn't also show off the preview book. But that's it. Where is that? Where are you at? There you are. Killer cover right there. Killer Marvel right there. And a killer DC right here. And actually, well, artistry's there. This is a cool cover, but it's like, artistically it's not as good as either one of those, but it's super fun. Does it look better if I put it closer? Because not only, so I got a big light here, I got a big light here, but then like the reflection of the computer monitor like it shows up in the glare too. So like there, you can see my computer screen. Favorite cover of the week? It's definitely between those two. I'd say I'd give it a slight edge to the Art Germ. I do really like the Frizzin', but man, that Art Germ is just gorgeous. So, it is what it is, Frizzin's always awesome. Actually, I will say, my Frizzin' appreciation has been, that's a bad way to say it. I feel like Frizzin' has been kind of like a little lackluster on her Ivy variants lately. Because her other ones, have been so gorgeous in the past. And then like the past like 2 or 3 have been like, man, those are fine, you know, like they look good. It's tempted to add Storm. Let me know if it's. I didn't read it. I don't plan to read it. I don't know anything about the X-Men. The only X-Men book that I decided to give a shot, and I am happy that I did read it. I read X-23, and luckily that book opens up, and X-23's like, I better leave the X-Men alone and just do my own thing for a little while, you know? And I'm like, yes. Because if too many X-Men things were going on, I probably maybe would have just picked up covers still, but I wouldn't have read it. Because I don't want to pick up 70 ongoing X-Men titles so I know what's going on with the X-Men. It's just not interesting to me. And a lot of the X-Men I don't particularly even care for. I like X-23. I like Magic. I like Kitty, but she probably wouldn't. I don't see her getting her own title. Trying to think who would like maybe get their own title that maybe I would try out. I don't know. That's why I stopped X-Men. The other titles were written better. What other titles? You mean anything that's not X-Men? I mean, like, there might be cool stuff going on in there. I don't know. The one thing that might be nice with this big event, Fall of X, maybe they actually fall. I don't know. Probably asking for a little bit too much, but maybe all the X-Men come crumbling in and they go through some hard times afterwards, and we don't hear from them too much. It just seems so strange to me, because, like, I can't imagine that it's, like, super well financially to invest so heavy into the X-Men. And the way that they're doing, because, like, it's just so much going on. And, like, I know at our shop, there's not a lot of people that read the X-Men. And I don't know if we have anybody, like, for example, you, Logan, you're like, I gotta get all Spider-Man things. I don't think we have anybody that's like, I gotta get all X-Men things. Because it's too much. There's too many different people and different things going on. I felt like there's a problem. Let's see, hold up. I guess you start early. I feel like there's a problem in the office writing team. They don't communicate well, and nothing seems to fit well together. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. But, I don't know. That's all I got. I'm not super big into X-Men, but hopefully they don't mess up Iron Man, because Iron Man's been pretty good so far. And I don't like... I guess it's going to tie into X-Men because Emma has been introduced with X-Men. But, I don't know. That's all we got for this week, though. I might be really tired on Sunday. We'll see. Swalp's doing okay? Yeah, I guess he's asleep with Chris. I don't know. Because all Chris does is sleep. But anyway. I'll try to fix this playlist and figure out why it's not actually shuffling. And by that, I mean I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on again later. And hopefully next week it'll be working. I don't know. I've never seen it on shuffle just play 3 songs in a row. I know there's not a lot of songs in this playlist, but come on, 3 songs in a row? Anyway. Also, did this band play that time I went to go see you? Did this band play with you? Because this song sounds really familiar. And I haven't seen a lot of live bands in a long time. When I was listening to things earlier, and I put this on the playlist, I was like, it sounds oddly familiar. I'll wait for that answer, and then I'll hit stream. Who is it? Oh, dang it, the title's not on. There we go. Acquainted Strangers. Sorry about that. Thought I had that on. Stark Tech is going to be used for making mutant killer robots, which could be a cool idea. Yeah. Maybe. I just... You know how tie-ins can be, especially like... Since Iron Man doesn't have a ton to do with the X-Men, you know, I just don't want it to like be awkward and weird in his title. Yeah, we played with them last Saturday. Those guys. But were they there on that other show night? And granted, that was a long time ago. Maybe you don't remember. But this song, when I heard this song, I just thought it was very familiar sounding. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this week. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Logan and Xbox and Cole was here earlier, and 25 Perez was here, maybe? I don't know. I'm scrolling through messages, but anybody else who was there and is here and is watching it later on, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you can save a little bit of money this week, because like I said, not too much came out this week. Very, very few things. They were there. They are at all our shows. We play a lot with them. Okay, cool. I do like this song. It's pretty cool. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, watching stuff. Send me your videos. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you next time.